Welcome to another Harry Potter murder mystery. I am picking up a new wand at Ollivander's and I find the dead body of Voldemort. Lucky days. Gotta find out who did this so that we can give them a thank you card. Oh man, I'm glad you're dead, but I hope, well, you're not alright, are you? You're dead. Welcome to another Harry Potter murder mystery. I walk into Hagrid's hut to find the dead body of... Well, that makes sense. Who's going to help me investigate this murder? My co-captain, Neville Longbottom. We find our first clue and it points to Ronald Bilious Weasley. As the newest family member, I'm disappointed. But Ronald has an alibi. He was hanging out in the Three Broomsticks with... Well, that's not really an alibi, is it? Although we did find Hagrid's body in his hut, and he definitely is too heavy to be moved. But wait, Neville, who's an expert at Wingardium Leviosa now thanks to Hermione? Yes, this guy! How is he with disillusionment charms? I think he might have needed help. Who helped Ronald Bilious Weasley kill Hagrid? Oh my god, it makes perfect sense. Hermione and Ron are an item and Hagrid sent him into the forest to get eaten by spiders. We all know he hates spiders. So the couple decided to get their sweet revenge. Case closed until next time. Welcome to another Harry Potter murder mystery. It's after hours in the restricted section and I come across the bleeding body of Aunt Petunia. Babes, you don't even go here. She's not quite dead. Somebody has used a Sectum Sempra. She's bleeding out. I call for help and the first person to arrive is Cedric Diggory. We call the house elves who take her to the hospital wing, but me and Cedric, we start snooping around and we find the cloak of Professor Trelawney. Maybe her in her eye was done seeing child abuse. In the pocket of the cloak I find a note and it says, restricted section boo, love from Dean Thomas. See Cedric, I'm not saying it's anything untoward, it's just the boo and the love that's suspicious. Just as we're speculating about Trelawney and Dean, we hear a noise. We run to go and look and it is Draco Malfoy hiding between the bookshelves. I grab the little snake and throw him against the bookshelf and I say, what are you doing here? And he says that he was there to meet Dumbledore, as long as you weren't trying to kill him. Can you imagine? But to almost everyone's relief, Petunia is fine. We ask her who attacked her in the library and she says it was Harry James Potter because of the years of abuse. No, Cedric, I'm not saying it's an excuse. We don't condone violence. I'm just saying it's an explanation. Welcome to another Harry Potter murder mystery. I find this person clutching to life on the floor of Gryffindor common room, and it is Ronald Weasley, who is going to help me investigate the attempted murder of Ronald Bilious Weasley. That person is Hermione Granger, his love. In Ronald's hand, he has a clump of hair, and it looks like that hair belongs to... Not, it's very obvious hair, the black and the white. Our sister claims she has an alibi. She was having a private meeting at Malfoy Manor with Professor Flitwick. Just to discuss Draco's homework, was it? Yeah. Case seems to go cold, but the Ravenclaws saw Ronald having a fight with this person, Phileas Flitwick. Oh, Hermione, what if he knew about Narcissa and Phileas? We find Ron's diary and it says that he was going to tell this person about the... He was going to tell her son! Ronald would like me to tell you that Seamus told him that Dean was told by Parvati that your mum's banging Professor Flitwick. And so Narcissa Malfoy killed Ronald Bilious Weasley to keep the affair quiet. Case closed. Until next time. Welcome to another Harry Potter murder mystery. First time in this series, somebody else finds the body because people are starting to get suspicious. Who finds it? It's Molly Weasley. And the question is, whose body did she find? Who is dead? Oh no! I'm wishing I found him now. I'm sorry, Molly. Who's going to be with me every step of the way? Who's going to help me investigate this murder? Who's my number two? Draco Malfoy. Interesting choice. Me and Draco interview Molly and she says that they had guests round for dinner yesterday and those guests were her granddaughter, Lucius Malfoy, your puppy. I see maybe why you put your ass forward for this investigation. Hopefully this final guess will help explain why Lucius and Skeeter. What if Rita Skeeter is trying to write a story about your dad and try and bring up his street cred again after we all know he's done some dodgy business by writing a goodwill story about him making amends with the Weasleys? Sunday dinner at the Weasleys with Lucius is a good story, but something obviously went wrong. In Muggle technology, we find that the fingerprints on the glass that contained the... You killed him! Draco Malfoy tried to implicate his father in the death of Arthur Weasley because he didn't want his dad to be redeemed. He liked being the man of the house, and so he killed Arthur, tried to frame Lucius so that he'd go back to Azkaban. Shackles on, Malfoy. You're going to jail. Welcome to another Harry Potter murder mystery. Everyone's getting suspects of me always finding the body, so this person finds the body and it is Cedric Diggory. Cedric was walking back from a lovely bath in the prefect's bathroom and he came across the body of Moaning Myrtle. Like, I don't want to discount Myrtle's trauma, but at the same time, old news. Wait, oh my gosh, deeper question. We said body. Who's reanimating ghosts? Professor McGonagall is reanimating ghosts, but why? Professor McGonagall is like throwing out the laws of nature so that she can reanimate Fred! Oh my god! Having found Moaning Myrtle, the failed experiment, we go to talk to Professor McGonagall and see who she's working with. Luna Lovegood. That makes sense. The imagination. Oh my god, hold up a damn second. Wait. If Professor McGonagall is trying to reanimate Fred, that means that Cedric Diggory, who found the body, was already dead. Therefore, Cedric Diggory is a successful experiment. Did we just solve a murder mystery where people got unmurdered? Yes! Welcome to another Harry Potter murder mystery. We've walked down to the train station and somebody's body is dead on the tracks. Who is it? Severus Snape? But did he jump or was he pushed? That question is going to be answered with me and Dumbledore at the helm of the investigation. On the platform, me and Dumbledore find a vial containing a memory of Snape having a passionate night with Ollivander. Me and Dumbledore played good cop, bad cop on Ollivander, and he says that only one person knew about him and Snape's relationship, and it was Voldemort. Severus, when Voldemort said find out about the Elder Ones, I'm not sure this is what he meant. Me and Albus speak to the trolley lady who says that they saw this person leaving the scene of the crime. Oh! Garrick Ollivander found out that his lover, Severus Snape, was only using him to find out about the Elder Ones, if you know what I mean. Ollivander didn't go to the platform to kill him, Albus. No, he just went to confront him. He just wanted answers. But then Severus sent a Patronus up to the castle, and the Patronus was a doe. And that doe represented a love that Garrick wanted but couldn't have because it was already Lily's, so he got mad and he pushed him on the tracks in front of the Hogwarts Express. Case closed. Until next time. Welcome to Law and Aura Criminal Intent. I am a wizard lawyer and I get sent a letter from this person who has been wrongly accused. Who is the judge at the trial? It's Albus Dumbledore. Okay, we're on to a good start. I am witness for the defence, but who is witness for the prosecution? I don't even need to see evidence. Meet me in the car park, Dolores. Meet me in the car park. McGonagall stands accused of stealing Hogwarts funds to give to Ronald Weasley. First bit of evidence, she didn't buy him a wand in second year, so I doubt she's going to do that. But the prosecution pulls their first witness. They say that this person saw Minerva making the exchange. I object, Your Honour. You cannot pull the judge as a witness. I didn't go to law school, but this is bias as hell. Ladies and gentlemen of the Wizengamot, I put forward that Albus Dumbledore is framing Professor McGonagall because he's stealing the funds. I'm going to pull my final witness who saw the whole thing and can corroborate my story. What? Minerva would rather go to jail than have your help, but at the same time you also hate him, so we're not bonding over this, okay? I still hate you, but thanks. Who is the only person who goes to visit Albus Dumbledore while he's rotting in Azkaban? Ha, you want to walk around as a free man like... Ironic that Albus was going to let Minerva and Sirius go to Azkaban for things they didn't do when they're on Animagus and they can escape, but he's not, so he can't. Welcome to another Harry Potter murder mystery. I'm walking through the dark forest for a midnight stroll and I hear an ungodly scream. I come across the body of Ronald Weasley. Don't worry, sweet prince, you can follow the butterflies now. I have notified everyone at the castle when this person steps up and says, Chanel, I will be your co-investigator. And I'm like, no thank you, get out. Once we've taken out the trash, I ask again, who wants to be my fellow investigator? It is Luna Lovegood. Okay, we've got something here. Me and Luna have come up with our first suspect and it is none other than Remus Lupin. What possible motive could Remus have apart from he saw Ronald Weasley proposing to Fleur Delacour? Luna, hear me out, I have a theory. Yes, Ron did see Fleur first, but if Fleur doesn't end up with Bill, then they can't have Victory, and Victory ends up dating Teddy Lupin, Remus Lupin's son. Remus is just trying to save his grandbabies. But it turns out that Remus Lupin has an alibi. He was in the Shrieking Shack with... Whoops, the case seems to slow to a still, but we find new evidence that points to one possible suspect. Hermione Jean Granger! Yeah, because Ron was trying to get... What we have here is a classic crime of passion. Hermione Jean Granger felt betrayed. Her boyfriend was leaving her for his brother's wife. So not only did she kill him, she killed him in the worst way he could possibly be killed. She let the spiders have him. Case closed. Until next time. Hungover Harry Potter murder mystery. After a night of well-mannered frivolity at the Yule Ball, I go to the kitchens to get a midnight snack and I find Professor McGonagall dead. No! Who's gonna help me investigate? Who's gonna help me? I need help. Professor Sprout. Thank you, okay, because I'm not going to be able to keep it together for this one. We speak to the house elves, and one of them tells us that Minerva was not in the kitchen alone. She was there with Gilderoy Lockhart. Oh, yeah. We bring Gilderoy in for questioning, and he says he did, in fact, meet up with Minerva that night, but he left straight away to hang out with Peter Pettigrew. Mate, Gilderoy's got a thing for Animaga. Oh, Gilderoy's a furry! While going through Professor McGonagall's diary, we find out she was supposed to go on a date with Peter Pettigrew, but she just didn't go. Yes, because my girl's got standards, that's why. The question is, who is the little Judas that tried to set Minerva up on this blind date with Peter Pettigrew? Oh my gosh! My fellow investigator, but it was all part of some bigger plan, a conspiracy, because she was doing it. It's the staff! The staff turns on Minerva! You were her friend, and you betrayed her. You were her friend! Another Harry Potter murder mystery. There's a body floating in the Black Lake. Whose body is it? Who's in Hermione Jean Granger? Don't worry, fellow citizens. Aura Chanel is on the case with my trusty sidekick, my fellow Rufus Scrimgeour. This is a ministry business, ministry official investigation. There's someone rowing away from the crime scene over there on that boat. Who is it? Who's in the boat? Tom Riddle. Makes sense. But what is his motive? He saw Hermione Granger making an alliance with Colin Creevy, and he was like, nah, not the Muggleborns together. It's too much, guys. It's too much. This is not a one-man job. Who is Tom's co-conspirator? Okay, firstly, Ginny already used the possession excuse. How many times are we going to accept the Weasleys were possessed? Not twice. This is Ronald Weasley's shot at redemption. Who was he with at the time of the murder that will either confirmed Ron's evil? He killed Hermione with Tom Riddle. Case closed. Until next time. Welcome to another Harry Potter murder mystery. I'm walking around the base of the astronomy tower and I find the crumpled dead body of this person, Draco Malfoy, dead on the ground. Everyone's in shock. There are people screaming, but this person steps forward and says, Chanel, I'm going to help you investigate. It is Severus Snape. Severus, I'm sorry, I know you were close. So this is our first suspect. The first person we're taking a good long look at, Professor Flitwick. Is there motive? There is, in fact, because Phileas saw Draco Malfoy being super rude to Pomona Sprout. He was married to for a time, maybe not married, they were like dating, I don't know what it was, but they were together. But Ronald told me that Seamus told him that Dean was told by Parvati that Phileas was in the broom cupboard with Hermione Granger. That needs investigating. I'm sure there's a very reasonable explanation, but we're still going to investigate it. At the top of the tower, we find a note that says, meet me at the astronomy tower, penned by Molly Weasley. Molly Weasley knew that Draco Malfoy was blackmailing Gilderoy Lockhart. Yeah, because she loves Gilderoy Lockhart. Did you see her at that book signing? We're about to convict Molly, but someone has made a confession. They're stood at the top of the tower crying, saying, it was me, it's Professor Flitwick. Wait, not only was Malfoy being rude to his ex, but he also knew about him and Hermione. Severus, we are good at this. Crack the case. Welcome to a Harry Potter murder mystery. I find this person's body on the train on the way to Hogwarts. Are we even investigating? Let's just let it lie. This person steps up and says, Chanel, I'm going to help you investigate the murder of Dolores Jane Umbridge. Professor Trelawney, we can use your inner eye. Sybil has foreseen our first suspect in the murder. Who is it? It is Molly Weasley. Does she have motive though? She does, in fact, because she saw Dolores Umbridge chatting to her son. But hold up, hold the investigation, because Molly Weasley has an alibi. She was in the Three Broomsticks with Kingsley Shacklebolt. He works with your husband. What? The investigation moves on because Sybil has seen in her inner eye that this person, Kingsley Shacklebolt, because Molly and Kingsley was together. Sybil, I don't think Molly was cheating. She was just meeting up with Kingsley to plan the murder. I find the murder weapon and it points to one person, Minerva McGonagall. Yeah, I've decided, Sybil, we're just going to let it lie. I mean, it was an order jobby. The whole order came together and killed Umbridge, not only because she's evil, but also because she was making moves on Fred, and we're not having it. Welcome to my 5th year at Hogwarts. I walk into the Great Hall and this person walks up to me and says, you're mine this year. Wow. I meant in the bully sense that he wants to fight me, nothing else. But I don't need to worry because this person is my best friend and is going to be my second if we get into a duel. Well, I am fucked. In the library, minding my own business, and somebody throws a note at me and that says, I've got a crush on you and I love you. I run away from Wormtail and I make a new best friend at the DA, which I join, and that friend is Petunia, okay, I know you want to be friends and you want to be my second, but you can't do magic, so what use are you to me? I'm really sad about Aunt Petunia stalking me, so I go back to the common room and this person gives me a cuddle and tells me it's going to be all right. Well, thank you, Dean. Yes, McGonagall is babe, but Dean is always second. Things are all going super smooth for me until somebody comes up to me and says that we have to fight to the death and that... We're already dead, so I won. After my incredible victory, this person walks up to me in the Great Hall and just snogs me in front of everyone.